So this came to my attention. I didn't really cover a whole lot of it in any videos, so figure I can go ahead and start now and show some things that you really must know, right? And it's probably killing you a lot in the game. You might be looking at some of your damage and like, I'm not doing a lot of damage, but in this video, I'm gonna take care of all of that. I'm not gonna talk about a whole bunch of other shit. Try not to anyway, but here we go. So starting off, you look at some of the stuff I got, right? And you're like, how did they get this? There's tons of videos out there from very experienced players breaking it down in all type of ways that might confuse you. It might just give you brain farts, shit like that. So I'm gonna keep this real simple, easy, plug and play. It's like putting on a pair of fucking socks. It's like putting on your drawers, you know what I'm saying? You good to go. So basically, if you can look at some of the stuff I got here, you say, well, where I get it from? How did I do that? How did I get it? Right? Well, when you farm, you may get some stuff to drop like this, and it'll be rare, and it might just be, for instance, just have the mana and armor. All right. Now, you always got a choice to go to the trade store to buy really nice items, right? But you might get overcharged, or you might not have the currency to get. Some is 3, some is more than that. You know, we can get into that in a second. These are also used in crafting, right? So we read it, upgrade a normal item to a magic item with 1 attribute modifier. And what I mean by attribute, it might be like dexterity, strength, intelligence. You know, it's random. You know, this one is a life modifier. It might give you life or whatever you want life up there. You know what I'm saying? This one, mana, you know, so this is the more advanced stuff. I'm not going to dive in there. I know it might fry some brains, so I'm just not going to do it. So we'll put those back in the box. Just want to show those real quick. All right, we'll put those up. All right, so starting off in crafting. The first thing you want to use to craft on any crafting, you can go either or. All right, but we're going to start off simple. We're going to say we got, I don't even know if I'll be able to find one. I may have one. I doubt it, though. I don't think I got one. I got this one. This one just has 1 modifier, but it's magic. But we want something that's white, so we have this belt. All right? So you can tell by the different colors. This is magic. This is normal because it's white. This is rare because it's yellow. This is unique because it's what? Orange, you know what I'm saying? Red, whatever. That's how you can tell the quality of it, okay? So for a white item, any white item in crafting, you can go 1, 2, or 3. We're going to stick with the 1 and 2 method. That's the simplest. The other one is the one I just put back in the box. So you can first go orb of augmentation to turn it into rare item. So it'll give it 1 modifier, right? So if I click on this, I'll be able to use it here. So I'm not going to do that yet. So after doing that, I can also add another modifier with a new, with a random new modifier, which is orb of augmentation, and then I can hit it with that. Okay. If it's already magic, for instance, this one, I cannot use this on the magic item because it's already magic, okay? But it only has 1 modifier, so I can try to use my orb of augmentation to give it another one, all right? Same thing with this weapon, I can add another modifier to it. All right, so let's say we got a magic weapon, we got all our modifiers on it. All right, we want to put more modifiers on it. How can we do that? The next step would be to use a regal orb that will turn a magic item to a rare item with 1 modifier, meaning it would turn, after putting all the modifiers on it, we could then turn it rare to get another modifier. Okay, so I can hit square, put it up here, but first you want to put as many modifiers as you can on it before hitting it with a regal. And another thing, do not use your regal orbs. Do not use your regal orbs. Do not use your exalted orbs. Do not use your chaos orbs. Do not use your vow orbs. And don't use your alchemist orb. because you can trade those to get that item with everything you want on it for the price of maybe one of these. So keep that in mind. So when it comes to crafting, I highly recommend taking all of these out of the equation. Don't even bother to use those in the early game. Don't think about using them. Put them in your chest. Wait till later. Wait till you getting up to where you need to be, and you could just go and buy it. Okay, you can go on the trade site, type in what you want. If you're in softcore, put in standard. If you're in hardcore, put in hardcore, Dawn or whatever, whichever league. Put that in. Put the there's a bunch of videos on how to put requirements and stuff like that that you want. Maybe when I get on the PC, I will show that as well, how to do that later on. But the main two you're only going to be using are these two. These are too expensive to just waste with a random where you can get guaranteed what you want. So do not use any of these currencies to try to craft you anything, because you're 90% of the time can find it very cheap for one of these currencies. All right. Now, if it's too expensive for something very, just something trash, something you just need for leveling, then at that point, if you want, wait till you get a rare one and then use it, you know. But at the meantime, try your best not to use these unless you to a level where you absolutely need it. The weapon is just out of control. It's really good. The gear is really good. Then you use it. So at the meantime, I just recommend don't touch these shits. Stack them in your stash. You probably don't need these shits until you hit like Act 2 mid game. Then you can go on the trade site, maybe look for something. You maybe can look for something earlier if you got an Exalted Orb to get an OP weapon that'll carry you through all the acts, you know, stuff like that. But back to this. All right, so I want to craft. I want to try to get a good belt. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with one of these, which is Orb of Augment Transmutation. Boom. All right, so it gave us fire resistance. All right, now I'm gonna hit it with Orb of Augmentation to add another one on top of that, which gave us 1 to 4 physical thorn damage. Okay. Now, another piece of gear. It's already magical, meaning I can't use Orb of Transmutation because it gotta be a normal item, meaning white, for me to make it into a magic. So, but I can use Orb of Augmentation. Let's see if I can get some more energy shield or anything, just another something up there. All right, fire resistance. We're gonna try this weapon and see, because it already got one modifier, which is grant 2 life per enemy hit, and now we got add 5 to 7 fire on top of that. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm actually gonna use a Regal Orb just to show you. Okay, matter of fact, I'm not going to use my Exalted Orb, but I will use the Regal Orb. So let's say, all right, this one has physical damage. I'm using Rake. Which one is going to be better? This would be beautiful if it had physical damage on it. I need the physical damage. I don't care if it's 16%. I got a chance of it's going to 19% if you inspect it and show you how high it can go. It can go to 19%. This one, not so much, but this can go up to 19%, meaning I can slap this with a Regal Orb and get a chance to get it to 19%. So here we go. All right, so instead we went to 16%, and we got cost 20% increased stun buildup. This is a nice weapon, leveling. It don't cost an Exalted Orb, you know, it's pretty cool. I can level with that. If I wanted to add more to it, I would take a Exalted Orb, which I do not recommend. I recommend you go on the trade site, look on the trade site, see if it's a really good weapon that you can use to level with to the point where your damage is falling off, and then you upgrade your weapon. You'll know when your damage is falling off, because if you're not one-shotting or two-shotting enemies, then it's like, all right, when you get to a point where it's taking 3 times of using the same move, then it's like, okay, I need to upgrade my weapon. If it's taking 1 hit for you to lose damn near all your energy shields, some of your health, it's time to upgrade your gear. You know what I'm saying? So just putting that out there. Again, that's just the simplest form. Super easy, nothing crazy about it. And there we go. And like I said, that's how we get, well, I get most of my weapons. I don't go to the trade site. I actually farm them. You find a weapon that's magic and they got like 50% physical damage. All right, craft on it. All right. If they're charging 2 exalted orbs for spear, they got like 60 physical damage. At that point, I will use a regal orb. So you got to use your common sense on it. You know, basically, it should be 1 exalt for any weapon that has 100% physical damage on it. It should be 1 exalted orb. If they ask for 2, 3, or 10, at that point, then you want to stack up and you want to craft and find it yourself. And that's when you get into another phase of what's the base you want. So as you can see with this one, the base first one was physical damage. So I crafted on that because I needed the physical damage. I didn't care about any other shit. I just want to get the physical damage to as high as I can get it. That's a good base depending on what you're going for. If you're a wizard, if you're a sorcerer and you need lightning, you know, you want to have a good base lightning. It'll be like, let me see if I can show it real quick. If I can buy one that's don't have no modifiers on it.
These are just some
All right, so all of these got shit on it. Yeah, all right, this one just got one. All right, so say like, all right, say the 6 intelligence. I need the 6 intelligence. I don't give a fuck about the other stuff. So then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again. Oh, boom. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. You got an okay weapon to go with. But it's just figure of speech. I ain't saying it's the greatest right now. It's just, that's how you do it. Use these first, man. Try your best not to touch these. Go to your regal orbs if you have to. If they asking for shit that's just overpriced, just use your common sense. Use your common sense. If you farm and you keep going and you use some of my strategies I did in my videos, you can get the rare boxes. You can get good shit dropping out of the boxes. You're guaranteed to get 1 rare item. Farm those boxes. Save that currency. Because as you get in higher levels, it's going to cost a little more for you to get certain stuff. And that's going to do it for your boy Rocket Man. I hope this video helped you out. Again, and one more thing. It's another one that you probably don't get until in-game or close to in-game. It's called the Divine Orb. Don't fuck with the Divine Orbs. Put it up. Just put those up. Only use the transmutation and augmentation, and a regal only if the prices of the stuff you want is insane. Do not spend 2, 3 exalted orbs for a weapon that has 40 fucking physical damage and you're going with rake. You know. But other than that, catch you on the next one. Peace.